Hey, roofing contractors, how would you like to impress potential customers with cinema quality marketing videos? Well, what if I told you that you can access a library of hundreds of professionally filmed and edited roofing videos that can be leveraged in your online ads? Well, stick around because in today's Tools of the Trade episode, we're joined by Ryan Landis from Just Share Media, who's here to tell us all about his new groundbreaking video solution made specifically for all you roofers out there. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode. This is a Tools of the Trade episode, and I'm super excited to introduce our guest, Ryan Landis from Just Share Media. Ryan, thanks for being here with us today, sir.
Thanks for having me, Mark. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So Ryan, we've got a pretty action-packed session here. It's going to be a short, 20 some odd minute video, but definitely a lot of value. You have taken the time to prepare a how-to video for us that our viewers are going to absolutely love. And then we're going to get into your offering, what you do, why you do it. Before we get into all of that, can you sort of take a couple minutes and introduce us to who you are and how you got to where you are today?
Absolutely. So I'm a videographer. It's been a passion of mine my entire life. Been making videos since I was in high school. And for the last 6 or 7 years, I've been doing it as a freelance videographer, continually growing and expanding my skill set. And about a year ago, I was talking to a friend of mine who I actually worked with during a summer in college for a roofing company. And it was a great summer. I actually made a good amount of money for a broke college student. It paid for my next 2 semesters of tuition. And that's kind of what got me exposed to this industry. Years later, I was talking to this same friend that I worked with, and he said, "Man, Ryan, your videos are really good. You need to find a way to introduce them to the roofing industry somehow, because roofers are in dire need of quality videos." And I said, that makes a lot of sense. I've never really seen too many professionally produced roofing videos. Normally, it's, handheld shots, pictures on an iPhone, maybe a drone shot, but, not too many produced, high quality, movie quality videos. And I was asking him about it. I said, why is that? He said, well, it's so difficult for these companies to have some kind of internal media group, and it's expensive if they have to hire in an outside firm to come in and produce a custom video. We've had quite a few clients of ours tell us that in the past, they've paid up to $13,000 for one single custom video. Now that video might look great, but it's expensive, and a lot of companies just can't, don't have the budget for that. And not only that, once you spent that money, you've got one really good video, but after 2 or 3 months, that video starts becoming outdated and stagnant. So we kept talking, and we came up with a pretty cool idea to offer a subscription service that allows roofing companies of all sizes and on any budget to log into our platform and browse a library of hundreds of professionally filmed and edited roofing videos. And they're filmed in a way where any company can use them. There's not specific logos or colors or shirts in any of these videos. And what they do is they pick these videos that they like and that match their vibe, their marketing strategy, and they license it. And then through our platform, they can actually go to a customization portal and add their logos and add custom text on top of it. If they want to push free inspections and add their phone number or maybe target a certain area, they can add that text on top of the video. And then boom, they immediately download it right there on our website, and they can start using it for their social campaigns and run, maybe send it to their marketing firm if they have one. And the best part about it is they get a new video every single month, and it's at a fraction of the cost of hiring a firm to produce a custom video.
Nice. So you basically had this idea, which your friend put you onto. So I hope you bought him lunch or dinner or something. You did your homework. You got into the roofing space. I've seen some of the videos that you've produced, just absolutely phenomenal. And I guess the rest is history. So this is what you're doing now. You've just launched, and we're going to get to the offering in just a little bit. But I think you're at the right place at the right time, Ryan. And if you recall our initial conversation, I forget how we had connected, but we hopped on a call to learn a little bit more about each other's offerings, and I was immediately intrigued by what you're doing, because it's something that businesses need to scale. And like you said, it's very resource heavy. Logistically, it's difficult. You're managing a business where there's challenges with there's labor shortages. Materials are hard to kind of come by, organizing, crews, people. It's logistically, it can be a nightmare. And so managing a business and then trying to organize these video shoots that can sometimes be a day or span out across multiple days or weeks consistently is a challenge. So, it was kind of a light bulb. I was like, wow, this is a great service. I think you guys are going to do absolutely phenomenally well with this platform. And like you said, I think you're making video accessible to just a wider range of folks who are in business and who need to humanize their brands and get their faces out there and just bring exposure to their brand and what they're doing. So I think this is really, really, really good. So thanks for that. Thanks for being here. Now, most of you who are watching this, who, you're seeing these other companies out there producing videos and you're envious because you've yet to put anything out there. Well, what advice would you have, Ryan, for somebody who's kind of on the fence about getting started with video? Why are people getting started with video? What's the issue? What's holding people back?
So I think it can be pretty daunting, especially if you're not very familiar with making videos. But to get started, I would just say, get out there with your cell phone. There's nothing wrong with hopping on a roof and filming yourself, talking to your, Facebook followers and stuff like that, and posting a story, posting on your page. It's not going to be ultra high definition or high quality, but you're still getting videos out there. And as you film more, you begin picking up tricks. You learn different tactics, like, maybe lighting might be better at this time of day, or maybe at this angle, the house looks really nice behind me. You just start picking up things. It's taken me a decade to get to the point where I am now, and I'm still learning stuff every day. If I was too afraid to start because I felt like I didn't know what I was doing, I want to be where I'm at now. So I would say just take one step, take the leap and start learning. And there's plenty of resources out there. Our YouTube channel, we try to produce content that educates roofing companies. We're actually going to watch one of my videos here shortly, teaching you how to create a professional looking homeowner testimonial using nothing but your iPhone. And so I would say just start doing research and get after it. Start filming and see what you can do.
That's great advice. And I would, to kind of, add to that, I would ask people to, if there's somebody that you're looking to emulate, you've got this company up on a pedestal because everything they do is so polished and it's pristine and everything looks so great. Do yourself a favor and go and look back to when they began, right? Any brand, any company. And I can almost guarantee you, I can guarantee you, it wasn't like that from day one. When people get started, it's rough. They're learning, they're going through the motions, and it's the same for every business. So if you're not willing to pay the price and kind of go through that, you're just never going to do it. So Ryan, let's take it away to your how-to. I think this is going to be the great, the best first step for anyone who's looking to get into this. I know that we're always asking our customers, roofing companies, for customer testimonials. And these are things that can relatively easily be produced yourselves. You don't necessarily need to go and hire a full-blown production crew to come and record these extremely, extremely high-quality videos. You can get a good chunk of the way there on your own. And I think the value in that is it allows you to be a lot more nimble. So when you come across that homeowner that you think would just tell your story so well, it would be so good on camera, don't lose the opportunity because you didn't schedule a crew to come out and capture the moment and all that kind of stuff. Do it yourself. And so this video that Ryan and his team put together for us is going to show you exactly what you need to do step by step, equipment, the process, right through to editing. So let's take it away.
What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a professional looking testimonial video using your iPhone. So the first thing I would recommend doing if you're filming with your iPhone, which is what we're teaching you today, is to buy a stabilizer. Now the one I recommend is the Osmo Mobile 3. They just came out with an Osmo Mobile 4. Buy either one, it's a little over $100, and just buying this piece of equipment will take your videos from a level 4 and immediately bump it up to a level 8. That's how big of a difference it makes. Smooth footage makes it look that much more professional. The first thing I usually like to start off with is a couple of very nice slow motion shots. This will be our introduction to the video. It'll be the homeowner, which we have Tammy right here with us today. She's graciously given us her time, so she's gonna be doing the testimonial video. I'm just gonna have her walking around the house, smiling, looking at her nice new roof, and just getting a couple of slow-mo shots, and it'll be maybe the first 5 to 10 seconds of our video. We'll stand right there. And you know, just smile, strike a pose, whatever you want, laugh. All right, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Oh, that was great. So probably one of the most important things about producing a quality image is lighting. Now what a lot of people do is they have the homeowner outside in the middle of the afternoon, they have them in the sunlight, and the direct sunlight is hitting their face, and this is not what you want to do. Generally, you want to plan these shoots where you're shooting in the last hour of daylight. It's called golden hour. It produces the most flattering light on your subject. If you can't shoot around 7 o'clock in the evening, maybe you have to shoot at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, your best bet is finding some shade, maybe from a tree in the homeowner's front yard. You'll stand underneath the shade, and what that does is it produces a softer light from that shadow across their face, and this is more attractive and more flattering. Plus, your subject won't be squinting due to the harsh sunlight. If there is no shade tree or shaded area in the yard, the next best bet is have your subject turn back facing the sun, and this produces the same type of result. It will cast a little bit of shade across the homeowner's face, which produces a more attractive light. Now once you've found some good shade and you've got good lighting, the next thing you want to consider is composition. You want your homeowners generally somewhere in the front yard with the house behind her or him, and you want to abide by something that's called the rule of thirds. You want your subject on 1/3 of the screen looking into the open space, so you have both subjects filling your frame. Once you've gotten the composition and your lighting down, the last thing you want to consider is limiting the amount of ambient noise. And Cassie, so you look at her, we're looking close to the camera, but a little bit off camera. Turn off your truck. I know you're proud of your big, jacked up, loud trucks, but go turn it off. If there's a plane flying overhead that you can hear, pause for a moment, wait for that to pass. Just be very cognizant of the noises that's going on around you, because the camera will pick that up, and it can ruin the shot. It can make it difficult to hear what the homeowner is saying. So now that we have all of those pieces in place, the last thing to do is film your homeowner, ask him a couple of questions, and you'll produce a pretty good video.
Did you have any issues with cleanup?
No, they were very fast, very efficient. I work from home, and so this morning I seen them out there, and they had these magnets, because that was one of my husband's concerns.
Would you change anything about the whole process?
No, not at all.
Insurance was great.
Everything was great. Insurance paid quickly. I let Ryan know immediately that we were ready to rock and roll. He was ready to work with my schedule.
Okay, and this last one, would you recommend Landis Construction? You said I would absolutely recommend them to anyone else that needs a roof done.
If you would.
Okay.
If that is a true statement.
It is a true statement.
You can be honest.
Yeah.
Tell me one. Would you recommend Landis Construction?
To anybody. They did a great job, and I know that they would do a great job for anybody.
Do that again, but
Okay.
Start by saying, yes, I would absolutely recommend them.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep,
Yeah.
no, that
Oh,
was
nope.
that was
Did
great.
I
You're
word
doing
it
very-
okay?
Yeah, you did.
No, yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. I would recommend them to anyone.
Great.
Is that good?
That's a wrap. All right, so when you're done filming all your footage, the last thing we have to do is edit it all together. And there's a few apps that you can use to do this. I would encourage you to play around with a couple of different options. The app that I'm going to be using is called Video Leap. Now there may be a free version out there. I'm just gonna do the 3 free days trial, and then it's $7.99 a month or $35.99 per year. So we'll just tap the plus button and select our footage. You can use your fingers to scroll in or out to see a larger version of our video. You can also pan from side to side using your finger. So I'm just gonna find a nice spot on our slow motion footage to start with. So I'm gonna remove that first clip. This right here looks nice, so I'm going to trim it down. So now let's go through our recorded clips, and we are going to cut out the sections that we don't want and keep the sections that we do want until we get one nice continuous flow. And you're basically gonna just keep doing this, sifting through your footage until you build something that you're happy with. I'd like to add a logo to the end of this. So let's go ahead and try selecting our company logo and adding that to the end. See how this looks. So we can also add some music to this video by just clicking the audio button and selecting music. And then you can search through the library of stock music that the app provides to you. Once you find one that you like, you can overlay it on the clips and make sure and adjust the volume down so that you can hear your homeowner, and that way you just get a nice subtle amount of background music with your video, adds a little bit to it.
Me all the way through it. He answered every question I had, even some that probably didn't need to be answered, but I was curious, so I asked, and he just took the lead all the way along. They were very fast, very efficient. I work from home, and so this morning I seen them out there, and they had these magnets, because that was one of my husband's concerns, was nails, because we have children and grandchildren. Very quick to get all of it cleaned up, no issues. They did a great job, and I know that they would do a great job for anybody. And I don't recommend just to anybody. If they don't do a good job, I will never recommend them. Absolutely, I would recommend them to anyone.
So that's a pretty quick and easy way of making a professional quality customer testimonial video.
Wow, that was pretty awesome, Ryan. So I'm sure people watching, taking down some notes, and you don't really have to just, log the URL here and watch the video over and over if you need to. But do us a favor, both of us actually, if you enjoyed that video, please like our channels, the Webrunner channel, give us a thumbs up, click the bell to be notified when we produce more content, and go ahead and check out Just Share Media and do the same for them. We both really appreciate that. So, that was a great tutorial, Ryan. I think it doesn't need to be more complicated than that. You've summarized it nicely. People get overwhelmed with what type of equipment and, what type of software do I need and what type of computer do I need to edit and all that stuff. And you just did it right from a phone and made it look so easy. So I think there's no reason why somebody should be holding back from getting customer testimonials produced.
Yeah, absolutely. Customer testimonials, especially, they don't need to be uber polished. You don't need to have tons of effects or crazy animations. Personally, I think it needs to look good, which we just saw how to do that. But then you can just do them yourself and spend 10 minutes editing it and put it out there. And you'll be very surprised with the response.
Yeah, and to your point about it not being overly polished, if it looks more, genuine and raw and authentic, that's what you want. You want a video that's real. The real power in this whole thing is that your customer is telling your story, and it's not you touting yourself as being the best. So that's really the value in producing video testimonials with your customer. So I think the idea here is, for years we've been focusing on trying to get more customer reviews in written form through Google and through Facebook and all these different review platforms. And now video, if you're not leveraging video and getting that up on your website and your social profiles, you're really going to fall behind. So people get sometimes overly caught up with the signals for search engines or social networks or whatnot. And they forget that, hey, people are reading these testimonials, and sometimes watching them is maybe a little bit more engaging, and you can you can leverage different dynamics. The fact that people can actually see the project or see people in context, the before and afters. There's a lot of that kind of stuff you can do in your video that maybe a written testimonial can't accomplish. So, well, I think you've spurred some ideas here. I think you got people interested, Ryan. Now, Just Share Media, you're offering. I want to talk a little bit about that because, customer testimonials aside and shooting videos from your phone, that's great. But what about the home improvement company, the roofing contractor that wants to take it to the next level? So your value prop, that's what you guys are doing, right? You're getting a whole bunch of, basically you've got this massive library of B-roll footage, drone footage, crews installing, takeoffs, the works, and you've assembled videos that can be repurposed for different companies, different brands, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what we have done, we've spent the last year, we have videographers across the nation filming as often as possible daily. And what we're doing is building a massive library of professionally filmed roofing videos. And not only that, we are actually editing them all together and making it a engaging and entertaining experience. These videos, we target around 45 seconds to 60 seconds in length. Research shows that's a pretty good sweet spot for social media video advertising. And, we produce the video for you. And so it's as simple as browsing the library, picking a video that you like the best, licensing it, and then you can customize it from there. You can add your logo and you can add text on top of that video and then download it. It's as simple as that. So these videos, it's important to do the rooftop videos. It's important to do your own videos. But one thing that will really set yourself apart from your competition is having professional movie quality videos. When people see these videos, they see quality. They say, wow, that's the best roofing video I've ever seen. And they'll associate that quality with a higher quality of product. And when you're competing in the digital space for customer attention, it's important to also have that high quality content that will set yourself apart from your competition. So our product starts at $399 a month. You get a new video every single month. And that's basically it. It's as simple as that. You'll keep your content fresh and you'll be able to separate yourself from the competition by putting quality content in front of your homeowners. And one thing I do want to touch on, a lot of people ask, well, what happens if another roofing company licenses the same video as me in the same market? That's not good for anyone. So we have taken we have put a lot of work into our development to ensure that doesn't happen. So the way it will work on our platform is when a roofing company, let's say they're operating in Dallas, Texas, they license a video. The website will know that it is licensed to Dallas, Texas and the surrounding areas. So any other roofing company in that area will not even see that video as an option when they're on our platform. This will ensure that there's no cross pollination, if you will, or, multiple videos in the same market. Now, another company in New York or Pennsylvania can license that same video, but the website will know if there's another company close to where you're working, they will not even see that video as an option. So we don't have to worry about multiple videos floating around and your homeowners seeing the same video by 3 different roofing companies. We put a lot of work into ensuring that doesn't happen.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart move. It was one of the first questions that we had. So it's okay, great. You've got this library of very, very high quality, video footage that you've put together. What's going to happen if, 2 contractors in the same space are using the same video and they're just, different logos and stuff. So maybe what we'll do, Ryan, here is we'll take a quick sec to show people exactly what type of quality videos we're talking about here. So let's show you guys that.
Dedication, trustworthiness, extensive experience, all words that we proudly live by. When you need work done on your roof, call in the professionals. we guarantee only the best. Because your roof deserves the best.
Wow. You said it. I agree. Those are some pretty awesome videos. And to be able to access a video like that every single month for that price, I think, the value prop is there. Like you said, a video crew can cost you a ton of money and lots of time just to organize and plan and manage everything. So I think you had a pretty neat business on your hands here, Ryan. Thank you for coming by to share this with us. I would urge anyone to get in contact. Anyone who's interested to learn more, just get in contact, have a conversation. Ryan and his team there are great folks, super easy to talk to, and very, very willing to help and kind of go over and above. And I mean, I've seen that just in the videos that you've produced for us. We wanted to brief our internal team on this new service. Ryan put a video together. Hey, Webrunner folks, this is what you need to know about our service. And it just makes talking about your product a lot easier. So I really appreciate that, Ryan. I think what you guys are doing is awesome. And like I said, for those of you interested in testing this out, hit up Ryan and his team, justsharemedia.com. Ryan, if anyone wants to get in touch with you direct, are you active on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram? Where should people connect with you?
Yeah, you can reach out via Facebook or just email me directly at ryan@justsharemedia.com. And of course, visit our website at justsharemedia.com as well. And one last thing I want to mention is another thing we're doing to ensure that the quality of our product remains high is we don't want our videos to be overly saturated, which means there's a limited number of seats per state. So, and it's based on the size of our library. So there may only be 20 to 25 slots available in your state. So I will encourage you to reach out as soon as you can, because we would love to have you and we don't want to run out.
Yep. Act fast, guys. This is going to go quickly. I think you got a pretty awesome solution on your hands here, and you can help a lot of people tell better stories. So good job to you and your team, Ryan. You're live now, so people can check you out as of now. So thanks for joining us on this episode. Hopefully you guys learned something. Take out those phones and start getting some customer testimonials. Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mark.